Now, many world leaders have condemned the riots in Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, describing them as an attack on democracy. Thousands of supporters of the former president and far-right leader Jair Bolsanaro stormed government buildings, saying that they rejected the result of recent elections. Well, the newly elected president, Lula da Silva, accused Mr. Bolsonaro of allowing fascists and fanatics to cause havoc. From Brasilia, our correspondent Nomia Iqbal sent this report.
Hundreds of protesters let out their fury and rage on the heart of Brazil's democracy. Supporters of the former President Bolsonaro entered Congress, the Supreme Court and the presidential palace, destroying offices, computers, furniture and taking over government buildings. More than 1,500 people were detained on 40 buses.
The clear-up operation has been going on for quite some time now, and these scenes look hauntingly familiar to the attack that happened on the US Capitol 2 years ago. Many of the protesters here clearly copied some of the tactics used by Donald Trump's supporters. But the crucial difference is this: they didn't try and stop the peaceful transfer of power here in Brasilia, and that's because President Lula da Silva was sworn in last week.
Many hardline protesters are angry, not because Bolsonaro lost, it's because they want Lula, a left-wing veteran politician, back in prison, not in the presidential palace. Many protesters had been setting up camps for weeks, demanding military action, claiming the election was stolen.
I'm here in this totally peaceful demonstration because I don't agree with all the thievery of Lula, the Vice President, the Supreme Court and the Superior Electoral Court. We want new elections, clean ballot boxes.
We don't believe that this election was democratic. There are several indications that there was fraud, that there was corruption.
The camps nearby and in other parts of the country have now been removed. President Lula da Silva was blunt. He called the protesters fascists.
All those people who did this will be found and punished. They will realize that democracy guarantees the right to freedom and free speech, but it also demands that people respect the institutions created to strengthen democracy.
He also blames Mr. Bolsonaro for refusing to accept the election result. Mr. Bolsonaro's wife says he is currently in a hospital in the United States, and some US lawmakers are urging President Biden to kick him out. Nomia Iqbal, BBC News, Brasilia.
Well, as Nomia mentioned there were several powerful forces at work in the weeks approaching yesterday's riot.